Hi everyone, welcome back to Diet Rocks. I haven't done an open with me for a while. I've been receiving these magazines, but I've just not done the open with me's with them. Now, just a little bit of info. Although I've started doing a low carb diet, I don't affiliate to anybody. I just do what I feel. So I'm not going, oh, this is keto or this is something. I used to follow the Atkins diet and it's loosely based on that. But I don't eat so much fat as everybody else on these diets. So anyway, this is a Slimming World magazine and they will keep sending them to me. So I will carry on doing the open with me's. Now, I have to rip this one open. Oop, there we go. It's got a bit muddy outside, as you can see. Only the envelope though. But sometimes in the Slimming World magazine, there are recipes that I can adapt to my low carb plan. So we'll have to see if there's anything in here. So we've got Slimming World, May/June 2022. Real life cover star Beth. I never like success stories. I lost 7 stone 3 pounds to get my dream job. Now, if you're across the pond, then a stone is 14 pounds. So she lost 7 times 14 pounds plus 3 pounds on top. Fresh flavours, 36 pages of food, spring inspiration, brilliant burgers, vibrant noodle bowls, perked up pasta, Easter Choc treat, 11 more slimmers. Oh no, please don't. Slim for summer special, mindset makeover 7-day eating plan, body toning moves. That's amore. Fall in love with your Italian desserts. Oh my God, that's a bit naughty. Plus 11 more. Oh, I've read that bit. We'll move on. So even though I'm doing this kind of low carb, it's my own low carb. I call it Keto Rocks because I don't get hung up on the numbers like some people. But Gary, my partner, will be doing Slimming World. He's kind of on the cutting down phase. Well, I kind of call it, the weaning down phase sort of thing. So he's on that at the moment, but Easter's around the corner and he will have his Easter egg. So let's just have a look and see. Now we've got recipes and food ideas. Bring the pub home. Let's cook, nifty noodles, breadwinners, food news. Our picks are the best. Food optimizing buys, all-time favourites, La Dolce Vita, and berry and choc yogurt bark. Now, bark is a low-carb thing, so I could perhaps do something to make that low-carb. What's your why? How to make a meal Slimming World friendly. Sin and win. Go with your gut. Beginner's guide to building strength, and then there's a recipe index. Editors welcome, subscribe and save in a directory. So lots in there and lots of, success stories that I always gloss over. You never know. I'm one of these people that when I'm starting a diet and I'm not yet there, I don't want to read how someone else has done it and got to the end. I always feel like it's such an uphill battle for me. It's a long way off and some people find them inspiring. I find them depressing. So this is the recipe guide. I won't read it to you, but there's quite a few in. So let's get cracking on it. A lot of editorials on my weight loss journey. Okay, let's moving on. Your Slim for Summer guide. Your mindset makeover, your eating plan, your activity guide. So it's actually Gary that needs to take notice of this. But will he? Switch your thinking. All about making healthy choices. All taste, no waste. All waste, no taste. I was going to say that's completely the opposite. This is your eating plan. So I'm going to let Gary read this because he loves stuff like prawns, which I guess you guys across the pond call shrimp, and noodles and things like that. And he loves all that. So it might make him a bit more enthusiastic to get started. He doesn't want to do the low carb diet. Those of you that follow my channel will know that he was last year diagnosed with angina. So he was given a list of foods that he should not, have and he should avoid. He's been avoiding those to the most part. But he doesn't have angina. They recently did an angioplasty, and found that they were wrong. So they diagnosed him wrong, and he'd been taking dangerous medication all this time. So he doesn't have to stay clear of those foods anymore. But even so, he doesn't want to do low carb with me. So we got some feta stuffed peppers with colourful couscous. Oh, shawarma lamb pitters with sweet potato wedges. Now he will like that for sure. Turkey schnitzels, I love that word, with mini roasties and greens. Now that would be one that I'd like, but I can't have that. Butternut squash and chickpea curry. Hates chickpeas, so he won't even look at that. And he's not too keen on butternut squash either. But this turkey schnitzels, I don't know what's in it, but let's have a look. Anything that I have to... Oh, yeah, there's potato in there. We'll get rid of that one. Prawn hot smoked salmon pasta. And these are weekend specials. We have chicken fried rice, pork tenderloin with roast potatoes and herby veg. And there's our shopping list. That's quite nice that they give you the shopping list. But I always find this is what is wrong to me with a low-fat diet like Slimming World. Now, I can't knock it. I lost weight on it. And it is very enjoyable. But look at the size of the shopping list for this magazine alone. This is not what you need in your shelves of your cupboards. This is not what you need in your fridge. This is just to make these recipes. And with the current climate of what prices are going through the roof, and petrol prices going through the roof, and heating and gas, like electricity, gas, do we need a shopping list as long as your arm, as well as paying to subscribe? But that's, if it works, and a lot of people swear by doing these kind of diets, and I have to say, after my operation last year, it did work for me. And even before, it did work for me. But I'm too easily swayed off of this and off the straight and narrow. So maybe it'll be something I do in the future. I'll come back to it. Because they do... One thing I always found about the Atkins diet, which I started years ago, was that you're encouraged to dip in and out. So when something like this stops working for you, switch to low carb. And when low carb stops working for you, switch back to low fat. It's kind of using your body in that way to kickstart. So maybe I will go back to this at some point in the future. Well, I think I definitely will. Your activity guide, finding your fit. When I say I definitely will, I just mean when I've lost my weight, really. Or if I really find I can't shift anymore. We made them thin so you can fill them. Now, these are New York Bakery bagel thins. I don't know if Gary likes a bagel. Oh, we've got some exercises, look. Get into position. Squats. Step back and lunge. Simple kicks. Cross knee touches. And side taps. Now, I'm not going to do it in front of you guys, because that would be a comedy video. But I am going to do these, and I'll tell you for why. I found just recently going upstairs and up a slope really hard on my legs. And the reason for it, I used to live in a townhouse, which, as you know, is 3 stories with lots of stairs. And I now live in a bungalow, so I don't do stairs anymore. And I've found that going up steps and stairs is really starting to take its toll on my legs. So I think my legs need some exercises. So I'm going to do these. I won't show you them, though. Maybe, one day when I'm drunk or something. What's your why? Now, what's this all about? If someone asks you why you decided to lose weight, would you have an answer? Oh, God, yes. For me, it's because I felt so unhealthy all the time. And when I had my last virus, I just felt like I was killing myself, basically. I was so ill with that virus, and I just felt that Perhaps if I wasn't filling my body full of unnecessary refined carbs and sugar, I wouldn't be feeling like that. And so that's what inspired me. So one way to hold your why close to your heart is writing it down and keeping it with you for moments when you need a boost. You know, a little bit of inspiration in your own pocket. Maybe not a bad idea. Oh, here we go. There's the lady on the front cover who's done such wonders. Look, she really has, but bless her. I don't really want to read it. I don't know why. I think I find them boring. I don't know why. I do. I just find them boring. I thought that was a man. When I looked at that picture, I thought it was a guy. And then when you look, it's not. That's not being rude. But it did look like a man in that picture. I was she looked like a man in that picture. Gary's making a noise. Do apologise. Make any meal Slimming World friendly. Well, I like to do the opposite. I like to take the Slimming World meals and make them kind of low carb friendly. But, you know, diets are meant to be kind of mix and match. Now, when I say I do mine slightly differently, I don't put fat, like ridiculous amounts of fat in it. Okay, now I have used these chicken sausages before. They're okay, is all I'll say about those. I don't mind them. But the reason I have bought them in the past is because they're gluten-free. They're high in protein, and they're pretty good for low carbing. Not necessarily chicken, but hex sausages in general. So I've used them a lot. When they first came out, the skins were tough and I wasn't that keen, but now they're not. Now they're kind of everywhere and they're more mass-produced and everything else. They're getting the thinner skins on them. But, yeah, I really like hex sausages. They're very nice. I don't mind them at all. So here we've got burgers. 77 brilliant ideas and recipes. So, do we make the burger from scratch? Because that would be interesting. Where is it? Or is it not on this? Oh, it's just the... Oh, it's on a different page. Okay, we'll get to it. Bringing the pub home. Smoky tartar sauce fish pie. Now, Gary would love that. Absolutely love that. Maybe I'm going to tempt him to get cracking on his diet by making some of this stuff. And we've got vegetable lasagna. Best ever mixed grill. No, I can eat that for sure. Because, you know, just saying. Cajun chicken loaded wedges. You'd like that too. With bacon and cheese barbecue sauce, this dish is heaven on a plate. Hunter chicken with rice. I have hunter chicken a lot, not with so much tomato though. I just tend to stuff it with... I stuffed it with a vegan cheese. It's smoked. Bear with me a sec, I'll show it to you. Excuse the chair noise. If I can find it, I will show it to you. Is that it? Actually, no, I thought I had one. And I don't. So bear with me a second. It wasn't it. I thought I had another pack, but I didn't. So yeah, I've tried this. I don't know if it's Applewood smoked cheese. And Gemma told me, my daughter-in-law told me it was really good and it melts nice. So I stuffed the chicken with it. And I have to say, it did melt nice. And then it melted in with the juice out the chicken and produced this really lovely sauce because it wasn't cheesy. You know, like when I say not cheesy, I mean, you know when cheese melts, it melts in a blob. This just melted and mixed in. So, it was lovely, I have to say. So here we go, pastrami burgers with sticky pop onions. Gary would definitely like that. So I think, do we actually make these burgers? Yeah, I think we must do. I don't really see it though. Oh, no. Must be just a burger. But, what was I going to say? The reason I didn't pause it then, while I looked for my cheese, and I made that awful noise with my chair, was because sometimes if I pause the video on this, when I come back it erases the whole thing, so I wasn't going to take my chance. Oh, wow. Light raspberry donut flavoured yoghurt. Oh my goodness, now that does sound good, but I don't know if I would eating something like that would make me want to eat the real thing. I don't know. Well, drinking jam and toast tea doesn't make me eat jam and toast, so maybe it wouldn't. Get to grips with your griddle. I certainly do. Paprika. Have you ever wondered what the difference is between smoked and unsmoked? Check out our guide. I always use paprika. Nifty noodles. Now, Gary loves a noodle. Singapore noodles especially. So this might be a good one for him. We did make some. It's actually a recipe on this channel where we made some Singapore noodles. But that one might be different, so we'll give that a go. Japanese chicken noodle soup. Gary made chicken noodle soup yesterday, but because I couldn't eat the noodles, I just had chicken soup. It was absolutely gorgeous. The only problem with it was there wasn't enough of it. So this is vegan pad thai and Japanese chicken noodle soup. Shiitake mushrooms and broccoli chow mein. Sorry. The word shiitake always reminds me of Catherine Tate. And I won't tell you why, but she did a sketch where she was attempting to say shiitake mushrooms and, oh, well, you can imagine. It was funny. That sounds nice anyway. Bread winners. So this is bread. So these are kind of pretty good ideas for Gary for lunch because he can eat bread. I can't. I mean, even without doing, if I was doing Slimming World, I'm limited on the bread I can eat. It's got to be low. It's got to be gluten-free and dairy-free. So this is Lunchtime Sandwich to the next level. So obviously these are ones that possibly you could use for your healthy B option, which if you're not familiar with the diet, you get healthy A. We get 2 of those. They are they're milk and cheese. And your healthy B is your breads and cereals. And anything other than those, you have to count. So, in your allowance. So hopefully these are different ones that might be inspiring because that's one of the drawbacks, I think, for Gary taking stuff to work. Losing weight helped unlock the true me. Well, I'd go along with that. Homemade ketchup. So there is a keto ketchup or a low-carb ketchup that I really want to make and see if it's any good. Gary doesn't do ketchup, so I don't need to make that for him. Full cooked breakfast. Well, I can eat that anyway. Ham, mushroom and basil pittas. Got lots of pita breads in the freezer. Crispy bacon and green carbonara. Food news. See, lots and lots of recipes in these. Lots. Worcester sauce. They do a gluten-free one, which I do think I have some in the cupboard. Rice is nice. He does love rice, Gary. I'm not a big rice fan. Excuse me, hiccups. Advert, sin values. So all of the adverts that they have in the magazine, this is what one of the things I like, is they will always show you how many sins are in that thing. So if you wanted those sausages, it's got half a sin, those hex sausages. They're pretty decent sausages, actually. But I prefer the pork ones, I have to say. Fluffy, loaded, cheesy jackets. Across the pond, if you're with me, a jacket is a baked potato in its skin. Iceland advert. All-time favourites. Okay, what's the all-time favourites? Pasta frittata. Now I can have frittata, but not with pasta in it. Citrus salmon. Oven-baked meatballs. Depends what's in them. La Dolce Vita, a dreamy layered pud with a coffee kick. This is perfect to end dinner with friends. Oh, the ultimate tiramisu, Gary's favourite. He's got 2 favourite desserts. No, 3. 3 favourites. Tiramisu being one of them. Banoffee pie being the second. And lemon meringue pie. But he would absolutely love that. I see I'm going to have to make him dinner. And then once he's finished, tell him that it was all low calorie. See what he thinks. Vanilla panna cotta with fresh mixed berries and basil. Zabaglione. I have no idea how they say that. And peach and cherries. That does look good, though. It looks good, but it sounds stupid. Why don't they just put custard? Amalfi and lemon semi-Fredo. That looks very nice. Gary would like that. He loves lemon. See how Gary would like everything, because Gary just loves food, to be honest with you. He does. Make the best career decision of your life and become a Slimming World person. You know, no. Takes these to work, pink and whites. And if, incidentally, if you put those in the microwave for about 50 seconds, this all melts and goes really lovely and gooey and yummy. So we've got Sin and Win. Lots of things, questions and answers. Andy's fresh new look. So we have got a man this time round. I bet he lost weight really quick, much quicker than the women, because it's infuriating how men can do that. Become a consultant. That's the word I was looking for. So if you want to subscribe to the print magazine today, benefits are from £20.70, saving 14% on the cover price, delivered free. Receive your copy before it hits the shops. Bonus gift masterclass pan frying pan. I didn't get that. No, it just came with the subscription to Slimming World. You can opt for it to be, you pay a £5 extra and then they send you the books. So then if you wanted to do that, there it all is. That's how you do it. Bonus gift, that's the pan, see? I feel a bit aggrieved that I didn't get the pan. Never mind. Not fair. Go with your gut. Supporting your body to have healthy, thriving gut bacteria. After my operation, I think I needed my gut bacteria boosting. I wish there was a tablet. I know that there are tablets and capsules. I don't want to buy Yakult or any such like, because, you know, I have trouble with dairy and things like that. And who wants the ongoing expense of constantly having to buy something like that? I know that there are tablets that you can get, or capsules. Why didn't the doctor just give them to us all? They'd see us less. And, you know, the NHS would not be so inundated with people with gut problems. Muscle strengthening. As it, if you're muscly, or if you strengthen your muscles or work out, you actually lose more weight. Just, you know, not because you're burning the calories, but you actually use more energy to burn when you have muscle. London to Paris bike ride. I don't think that's up my alley, really. Couldn't sit on a bike these days. Another man lost over 10 stone. Good grief. So let's have a look at this chap then. This was when he was 10 stone heavier. And this is him now. Wowzer. And yes, it does make you full of confidence and new vitality. As we enter the season of fresh starts, what better time of year to celebrate your newfound energy and invite others to experience the magic that happens at group. No, I don't really like attending groups. Even when I did do this, I did it online. It's just me. I just don't want to attend groups. I think, you know, it has its place. You get a lot of, not just inspiration. Oh, look, nearly missed out on that. Berry and Choc yogurt bark. Well, obviously I can't have yogurt, but I can make my own chocolate bark anyway. I haven't made it for a long time. Maybe I will for Easter. So, yeah, that's it. If you do go to the classes, you get a lot of not just inspiration, but people will say, oh, I made this and it was brilliant, and then swap recipes, or I found this food and it's got 0 sins, and then you can, you know, sort of, you know, it helps really. Or I found this recipe for this cake that's made with Weetabix or whatever, and, you know, so you can actually get a lot from it, and you can meet friends and, you know, have a bit of a social. But I preferred doing mine online. Anyway, that's the magazine, May to June. I hope you liked it. I know Gary will love it. So thank you for watching. Stay safe, everyone. Take care. And I'll try and see you on the next one. Bye for now.